It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had two scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear.
We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the move to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens open the lead up to 34-0.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they?
He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens add on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 62 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 96 yards. And the Ravens add on. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards, so just give me a second.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Guy's man complete. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 84 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 78 yards. And the Ravens extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got him in. Complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about...
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's
caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.